Yo, what's going on? I am Jay Tarantino, the Guitar Boss. Welcome back to another lesson. Today we're going to be breaking down some badass riffs from the Ethereum song Inevitable End. I'm going to show you a couple of cool techniques to get your rhythm chops in shape, a couple of simple but very effective chord shapes to create some of your own awesome riffs. Make sure you're warmed up and pay attention. So today we're going to be breaking down the intro, the verse, and the pre-chorus riffs to the Ethereum song, The Inevitable End. These are going to be some great practice tools for developing your rhythm guitar chops. There's a lot of down picking, a lot of single note riffing going on. There's also going to be some really cool chord shapes like this that go just beyond simple root fifth power chords that I'm going to show you how I use them to create some cool creative riffs. So make sure you're warmed up. I'm going to play along to the track so you get the context of the riff. So here we go. So the intro riff to this song has a few things going on. First of all, there's a lot of single notes, so there's a lot going on with the left hand, a lot of muting going on with the right hand, and we're also using a couple of chord shapes that aren't power chords. Very similar, but they're not quite power chords, but they sound cool when you use them in context. So the first chord we're using is what I call a major 7 shape. So if you took a D5 power chord, for instance, at the 10th fret, and we're going to take 2 notes, we're going to change 2 of the notes. So we got 10, 12, 12. We're just going to change the fingering a little bit and we're going to do this. So we're going to do 10, but instead with our index finger, we're going to use our second finger. Then we're going to play the major 3rd, so the 9th fret on the A string. And then with our pinky, you could either use your pinky or your ring finger. We're going to play the 11th fret on the D string, so we have this. So you have the root D, the major 3rd F sharp, and the major 7 C sharp. This is in the key of D major. So if you take a regular power chord, and again, just to compare the two sounds. The next chord that I like to use is what is called the add 9 chord shape. So again, we're going to take a root 5th power chord, so in this case E, so 5, 7, 7, 5 on the B string, 7, 7 on E and A. We're going to take our pinky, and we're going to take our second finger, and we're going to go from this to this. So it's going to be 5, 7, 9 instead of 5, 7, 7. And you hear the sound. Very cool sound, very dense, especially when you play it with distortion. It has a nice, dense, almost dissonant sound too, in a way. So, again, that first chord shape is the major 7, and the second chord shape is the add 9. The reason it's called the add 9 is because we've got the root, the 5th, and the 9th. So this would be the ninth degree in the scale. So if we play the E minor scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got root 5th, 9th. So the intro riff slow goes like this. So again, like I said, there's a lot of single notes going on. There's also very strategic places in which I'm palm muting with the right hand. So let's break down the first phrase. So first notes, we're starting 7th fret, 7 and 9 on the E string. We're using the open B string in between those notes. So we got 7, 9, then we got 9, 10, then we got 5, 7. In between those notes, we're hitting the open B string, but it's muted. So again, then we do that first chord shape that I was talking about. So we add a couple extra notes, but the shape it's all based around that chord shape once again. So and I'm muting all of the notes of that chord. So the first note, again, we're starting 10th fret on the E string. We're doing 10, 9, 10. Then we're doing 11 on the D string, 12 on the A. Then we're doing 9 on the D string, and then 10, 9 on the A string. So and again, I'm muting all of those notes. So now we go back to the first riff. Again, same notes, and again, we're using the open B, palm muted. That's going to be in between the notes. Then we go to the second chord shape that I was talking about, so the add 9. So and again, I'm muting almost all of the notes. Once again. So the first 3 notes are open, and then the rest of it is palm muted. So we're starting with our pinky, and we're going to play 10th fret on the A string. So we're going to slide to the 9th fret with our pinky. Then we're going to hit 7 on the E, and then we're going to do 5, 7, 9, 5 on the A string, and we're going to end 7th fret on the E. So a good way to practice it, just get the pattern down. Don't worry about the muting right away. Just get the pattern, especially because we're starting with the pinky, so it is a little awkward. So again, here's the entire riff from the beginning. And that riff just repeats 4 times. So. And here it is a little bit faster. As far as the picking goes, I'm alternate picking most of this riff, except the beginning. The beginning I'm just all down picking, but when we do the chord shapes, I'm doing alternate picking. So. down, up, down, up, down, up. When I do the next one, the picking is a little bit different because we're starting it off. We're doing a slide. I'm not picking that note, so I'm hitting the first note. When I slide down to the 9th fret with the pinky, I'm not hitting that note with the pick. So I'm actually alternate picking right there. I actually do 2 downstrokes right here. So I'm doing down, down, up, down. So again, that whole riff slow is. Thank you all very much for watching today's video. This is just a quick sample of the full lesson, which you can find on my Patreon, patreon.com/Jay Tarantino. There's a link in the description box below. If you like my content, if you support me, if you appreciate what I do, please consider becoming a patron. I have a full archive of lessons featuring full video breakdowns with tabs and backing tracks. If you'd like to check out my band Ethereus, from which all of these lessons are derived from, you can check us out at ethereusband.com. Again, link is in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram at GuitarBoss, at ethereusband. All the links are in the description box below. Thank you again very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.